AITA for going no contact with my entire family after discovering they all knew my husband was cheating for 2 years. The night I found out about my husband's affair, I was devastated. The morning after, when I called my mum, I found out she'd known for 4 months. My sister had suspected for 8. 2 friends had also seen things. All of them chose his secret over my right to know. I found out about my husband's affair the way so many people do, by accident, late at night, phone in hand, the wrong moment of curiosity. I saw her name, Kate, appearing too frequently in his messages. I looked. The messages went back 14 months. Her name at the end of texts was yours. He signed them back the same way. I sat on the bathroom floor for a long time. Then I went to the bedroom and woke him up and told him I knew, and he confessed immediately, which told me the confession had been pre-prepared. He said it was over 3 months ago. He said it meant nothing. Both of those things are things people say when they mean the opposite. Before I asked him to leave, I asked one question: does anyone else know about this? He paused. That pause is the second worst moment of my life. He told me my sister had seen them together at a restaurant 8 months ago and confronted him. He told her it was a work colleague. He didn't know if she'd believed him. He told me my mother had called him 4 months ago, My mother had picked up the phone and called my cheating husband after hearing something from my sister. He said he'd told her it was over and asked her not to tell me because it would destroy me. My mother had chosen to manage the situation with my husband. She had sat across from me at Sunday dinners for 4 months, kissed my cheek, asked after my week, and said nothing. I didn't call her that night. I waited until morning because I needed to be able to speak. I asked her directly. She broke down. She said she'd been protecting me. She said she thought it was over. She thought I didn't need to know. I called my sister. She said she hadn't wanted to be the person who destroyed my marriage on a maybe. I called my 2 closest friends. One had heard a rumor from someone who went to his gym months ago and hadn't known what to do with it. The other had seen a text message over his shoulder at a party and convinced herself she was misreading it. 4 people who said they loved me had independently decided that their own discomfort with delivering the truth was more important than my right to know what was happening in my own marriage. He was cheating on me for over a year. I was the last to know. I ended my marriage. I began divorce proceedings within the month. And then I told every one of those 4 people exactly what they had cost me and exactly why I was stepping back from the relationship. Not in anger, I was past anger by then. In plain language. Here is what you chose, here is what it cost me, here is what I need now, which is distance. Am I the asshole? Update, 5 months later. I have been in therapy since the week I found out. My therapist said something in month 2 that I think about constantly. She said I was more angry at my family than at my husband, and that needed careful examination because the 2 betrayals, while real, were different in kind. She was right. What he did was break a promise he made to me. What they did was make a decision about my life on my behalf. They decided what I was strong enough to know, and they got it wrong. My mother and I are in limited contact. We have had 3 conversations. They have been hard and honest, and I believe they have moved us forward slightly. In the second conversation, she said something that I will carry for the rest of my life. She said she has spent every day since wondering whether she cost me a year of my life that I could have spent differently. On a better day, I could reassure her. On most days, I cannot. My sister and I are not speaking. That is the hardest part of all of this, because she was my best friend before she was my sister, and I don't know how to hold both of those things at once. My ex-husband and Kate are together. Apparently they are serious. I say this not with bitterness, but with the factual neutrality of someone who has cried everything she has to cry about that particular subject. I am building something new. It is slower than I expected and more possible than I feared. Some mornings I wake up and I feel okay. NTA or ITA, would you have gone no contact? Comment below.